Is pork meat forbidden? Are we going to end up in hell fire for eating pork meat? A question that has sparked debate and discussion among people of different faiths and cultures. In the biblical context, in the Old Testament, Leviticus 11, 7-8 and Deuteronomy 14, 8, pigs are considered unclean animals, and consuming their meat is prohibited for the Israelites. In the New Testament, Mark 7:14-23, Acts 10, 9-16, and Romans 14:14, Jesus and the apostles seem to relax this prohibition, emphasizing that all foods are clean and acceptable for Christians. In Christianity, some Christian denominations, like Seventh-day Adventists, still follow the Old Testament dietary restrictions and avoid eating pork. However, most Christian denominations do not consider eating pork a sin or a barrier to salvation. In Islam, in the Quran, Al-Baqarah 2, 173, Al-Ma'idah 5, 3, and Al-An'am 6, 145, pigs are explicitly mentioned as haram, forbidden for consumption. Muslims who consume pork may be considered to have committed a sin, but it does not necessarily lead to hellfire. In other faiths and cultures, some faiths, like Judaism and certain Hindu sects, also have dietary restrictions that prohibit or discourage eating pork. In many cultures, pork is a staple meat and is consumed without any religious or cultural restrictions. In conclusion, while some faiths and cultures prohibit or discourage eating pork, it is not a universal rule. In Christianity, eating pork is not considered a sin or a barrier to salvation. In Islam, consuming pork is considered haram, but it does not necessarily lead to hellfire. Ultimately, whether or not to eat pork is a personal choice, often influenced by one's faith, culture, and individual convictions.